I've been live, so I'm gonna do a test right now because I've done lives and they haven't shown up on YouTube. My signal is so horrible, but I'm gonna try this one more time. We're gonna see if it works out. I'm gonna wait to see if I don't see any ones or one person in the live or anything. I know something is up. Let me see if I can see it on YouTube myself through my phone. Hey, MFW Blue. Oh my goodness. I am live. It's so much I want to say. Hey, y'all. Hey. It's so much I want to say. Hey, Down D. Hey, Sexy One. Hey, Alec. Best bitch. Hey, Try. Oh my goodness, y'all. I missed y'all. I missed y'all. I've been thinking when I come back, I got a lot to tell y'all. But listen, this month is going to be a scattered month for me because like y'all know I'm traveling a lot this month with my family. So we'll be in our family reunion in a little while in Texas. We're having a family reunion in Dothan, Texas. So it's a lot going on, but I Blue, let me tell you. Hey, Deani. April. Hey, Plum Crazy. Who else did I miss? Y'all, I'm telling. Hey, Lemon Pepper. Oh my KW12. Latte. Hey, Lisa. Listen. Okay, so let me tell y'all. I gotta tell y'all some stuff because I can't stay live long. I'm about to get on the road, but look, I have so much to tell y'all. I hope my voice don't start trembling, but it's been so much breakthrough in this last week of my life. The other day, which was Saturday, I thought, listen, I gotta tell y'all this story, okay? I have to tell y'all. Hey, best mom. I gotta tell y'all. But so I was on the phone with somebody thinking that it was Friday, right? Was thinking that it was the ninth, but it was actually no, I was thinking that it was the 8th, but it was actually the ninth. And every y'all know that Friday was the 8th, right? So I'm on the phone with this person and I'm like, yeah, we're supposed to be doing a scattering ceremony for my son, Lawan. We took some of his ashes, with us to scatter them in the lake, right? So I was on the phone with Hey Joy. I was on the phone with somebody and I'm telling them, I'm like, we're going to do the scattering ceremony. I'm on my way to my cousin's house. I'm going to hook up my Wi-Fi and I'm going to go live, and I'm telling them, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to go live. I'll be on YouTube and, check me out. So I'm having this conversation and thinking that it was Friday, had lost a whole day. When I tell y'all, when you don't have like a schedule of things to do, like get the kids here, get the kids there, or do something, and you're not constantly watching your phone and you're not absorbed by like the social aspect of the world. And I want to say worldly, like the social aspect of like being at home, having to do the things that you have to do at home, right? I literally lost the whole day. So I'm talking to this person on the phone and I say, we're having this scattering ceremony tomorrow. My daughters will be here and yada, 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 telling them everything that we're going to do. And tell me why I was on the phone on a Saturday thinking I was on the phone on a Friday. And the scattering ceremony was that day. So the moment that I hung up with that person, not the moment, but like 20 minutes later, my daughters call me and they're like, where are you? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Where am I? I'm telling them my cousin's name. I said, I'm at so-and-so's house. And they were like, we're at the house. What time are we doing the ceremony? I'm like, what do you mean you're at the house? They're like, we're at the house. What time are we doing the ceremony? I'm like, oh my God. The ceremony is today. And I think in part, it was my psyche trying to, and I'm not trying to like minimize or trivialize or even make myself an emotional victim or anything. I'm just telling y'all what I thought about. I thought like, okay, I must be tripping. I must not want to do this because it was a hard thing to do. Hey Lisa, it was a hard thing to do. So I rushed back to the house and we all get together and we get together for this scattering ceremony. I have never done one, right? So I've never done a scattering ceremony. And that's when you just place the ashes on the water. You go out into the water. Some people place them at the shore. Some people place them on the ground. You can scatter, and I had to research because I didn't want to break any laws. I didn't want to put his ashes anywhere that we couldn't put them. So we had to research everything, how we could do it and all of that kind of stuff, because I just didn't want to mess anything up. I wanted everything to go perfect, but everything did go perfect. Not because of me, because it was designed to go perfect. You know what I'm saying? So we scattered his ashes. We all had the ceremony. We all cried. We all grieved. We all laughed. We sat back for hours and we remembered like good times, bad times. We just like focused on the things that keep us together. What I'm here to say this to anybody who has family, and I'm talking to them because a lot of people don't have family or they're not close to their family. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people aren't. Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on. Okay, y'all, I'm back. So we were all talking and reminiscing, and y'all, guess what came up? Damn YouTube. YouTube came up because my god sister came down too for the ceremony, and she was telling everybody she was telling everybody the role that she played here on YouTube. I'm not even going to get into that. But when I tell you, my family, my extended family, of course my immediate family knew, like no like knew what I did on YouTube or knew what I talked about on YouTube. But my extended family, baby, they were like, "What the hell?" They were like, "What are you talking about? Y'all did what? Y'all, you said what?" Y'all, they made me pull out videos. They's like, "Well, play that part." And where did because I'm not gonna say my god sister's name. I'm not gonna say her name at all. But they were like, "Well, what did she say and what did she do?" I had to explain the whole thing. I said that to say this. Like, if you have how do I say this? you have family, you have friends, you have people that are close to you, and this social media life, it creates what is called, like, they call them social distractions, right? Social distractions from your real life, from your real family sometimes. And then I look at how, to me, and I'm going to say this, to me, how social media is actually destroying the family. How people will, hey, Spencer, y'all, if I, listen, if I may, hey, Minor and Shay. So, what I'm saying is, you look at social media, you look at the dynamics of opening your life up to other people, or even if you don't open your life up to other people, when people get angry at you, they're going to start digging into your life and trying to negatively affect that you love, right? And you have to choose. You know what I'm saying? You have to choose, like, what's really important to you. And you have to choose what you're going to share, what you're not going to share, right? I struggled with this too, because I was talking to my daughters about, like, it's certain things about my son's accident that I want to share with the public because I feel like it could be helpful to people. But then when you think about it, like, everything that you say is going to be weaponized or twist and turned when you're talking to a certain audience. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you've been in in battles with people. It's going to be twisted and turned, and you have to, like, weigh the cost. Like, is it worth it? But the reality of it is, I'm one of these people. I refuse to allow anybody else to write or tell my story. You know what I'm saying? I refuse to allow strangers to tell my life or to control my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't I'm not one of those people that can be held back by the words of people that I don't trust or that I don't believe in. Like, if I don't trust you and you're not, like, valuable to me in my life, your opinion is not valuable. Especially your opinion of me is not valuable. And when me and my family were talking a lot, like, we just, like, I think that conversation about the YouTube stuff lasted a couple of hours, and we just got off of it and got on to other conversations. But um when I talked about YouTube, I didn't talk about anybody else but myself, what me and my god sister did. I didn't talk about, like, the roles that other people played weren't important to me. And that was shocking to me, because I'm like, oh, on YouTube, I'm like, this person did this to me and this person did that to me and they did this to my kids and they did that. That's who those people are, right? That's what they're going to do. That's what they do to everybody. That's the history of the patterns, right? But when something hits you and you feel like deep down in your gut, the Most High is moving you away from something. And it's like y'all, I can't even tell y'all. When I do my live about my journal, it's going to blow y'all mind, because I asked for everything. And I didn't even realize it until I opened my journal again and went back a year. I hadn't written in that journal for a whole year. The last time I wrote in that journal was when we left um our house after everything that happened with, like, when we went there the first time with my nephew after my nephew passed. So I hadn't written in that journal This is a special moments journal. And I have a daily journal at home, right? That I write in every day. It's a special moments journal. I literally closed that journal and didn't look at it for a whole damn year. And when I was leaving to go to our lake house, I was like, let me grab my journal and let me just, I'm going to write. I'm going to have some peace of mind. And then when I opened the journal, y'all, and I saw what I wrote, and I'm going to go into detailing it in my live stream though. When I saw what I wrote, I said, oh my God, like everything, not like the deaths or anything like that, or like everything that I asked for happened. Absolutely everything within 1 year. Within 1 year, everything that I asked for in that journal actually happened. And when I read it, I just burst out crying, like, the good and the bad, the betrayal, the lies, the clarification, the knowledge, everything that I asked for. And I have never in any journal of mine, and I went looking, and when I get home I have to look in my daily journal. I've never written a letter to God before, ever. Ever in my life until a year ago last year, a little over a year ago last year, because I prayed for strength to go back to that house. I prayed for strength. I prayed for strength to go back to the lake. I prayed for strength to go back to memories. Because I told y'all, like, even as a child, from a young age, I've been able to compartmentalize, like push stuff away and not even think about it. But when you have to face certain things, it's kind of like it's no way of pushing it back. And it had been so long since a lot of us had even been to that part of Michigan, you know. But baby, when I opened up my journal and it read my plea to God, and I wrote in 4 pages on my journal, and I asked God for freedom. I asked God for clear mind. I asked God to allow me to see everyone. Y'all, this is the most important part. This is the most important part. And it doesn't, and a lot of people might think that I'm talking about YouTube. I'm not talking about YouTube. I'm talking about me. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about me. I ain't talking about no ops. I ain't talking about no BS. I'm not talking about no mess. I'm talking about me. In that journal a year ago, I asked God to reveal everything and everybody in my life, everybody that I felt like I cared about. I asked God to reveal them to me, even if it hurts. I said, even if it brings me to my knees, please reveal it to me, because I needed to survive it. Like feel it, learn it, survive it, get through it, right? I was tired of running, tired of hiding, tired of like the social, and I'm going to say this, social distraction, because apps and social media and living life vicariously through other people's lives or other people's lens can distract you from like your own real life, your own existence. You know what I'm saying? And it gets you through. You can still get shit done, but you don't get shit done in the way where you're like actually experiencing your own life. My cousin said something to me. He was like, how can you focus on your own life when you paying so much attention to everybody else's? How can you really focus on your own life if you're not taking the time out for yourself, for your healing, for your grief, for your loss, for your happiness, for your joy, for everything in your individual life. How can you focus, really focus on what the Most High has in store for you if you're so busy documenting and detailing everybody else's stuff? You know what I'm saying? It's impossible. It's impossible. So when you see people on here 24/7 and they in everybody's chats and they're all over the internet, they're not focused on their own. I hate this. And I'm not taking, I swear on my life, I'm not taking shots at anybody but me. Nobody but me. So if this hits somebody else and all that bitch was talking about me, no, that's just because you doing the same shit I was doing. I was doing. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm no longer doing it. You know, and the thing about it is that that's the thing that I had to come to grips with. Like, and I had to realize that social media actually created a buffer for me. The shit that people did on social media didn't really doesn't hurt as much as the stuff that happens in your real life. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't. So you can go to social media and distract yourself with motherfuckers you just don't really care about. You know what I'm saying? Like people that's gonna come against you, be like, I just punch you online, and I don't have to like actually deal with like the things that are actually killing you inside. You know? So baby. And I started a year ago. It started a year ago. But this path that I went on, like after I left the lake last year, we're going to play my live from last year. We're going to talk about all of the things that happened because like awakening happens, you know, and a lot of times it'll happen through grief and pain and loss and all of that stuff. And all of that I have had in this last year, all of it. And the surprising thing about it is, even though some of the stuff was brought to social media by others, it has nothing to do with social media, you know. Hey, Mika. Yeah. And that's the thing. Blue, listen. I found out that, so listen, a lot of people been telling me, well, my cousins and them told me that the songs and stuff that I put on my channel are AI versions of the person that I said that they were. So y'all please be mindful of that. So I shared a link out to a channel about Teddy Swims and stuff. So I shared a link out to listen, Blue, I'm about to give you your flowers, girl. I'm about to give you your flowers. So my cousin was the first one to tell me though. I go to the doggone video and I'm getting ready. I was gonna go to my channel, but I've been struggling with my Wi-Fi anyway. And Cheryl, I love you. If you're in the bushes and you listening, I love you, girl. And I just got your text like late last night. I know it came in like day before yesterday, but I just got it late last night when my daughters brought my new T-Mobile Wi-Fi to me and I hooked everything up. Then that's when everything started coming in, even on my phone. I don't know what was going on, but yep, Teddy Swims, girl. Listen, I did not know that AI was dubbing people's voices and making their own freaking songs. That stuff is mind blowing. And I saw Blue in the comments section saying that it wasn't him. Like the voice is is AI version of his voice, but the words he has not sung from what I understand. I love that song though. I love it, love it, love it. Ain't nothing can change it about. And I love Teddy Swims too. Y'all listen to the things that he does sing in his real voice are amazing too. His story is heartwarming. His story is amazing. His real life story is amazing. And I love me some Teddy Swims. So y'all go ahead and follow him and support his mission and all of that stuff. And he's come, he's been through a lot. He has a true testimony. But what I wrote in my journal, y'all, I wrote that all things, be revealed to me, like the good and the bad and the bitter and the sweet, and that I would have the strength to face it and not, run from it or push it back or I would address it. You know what I'm saying? And then what I didn't want to address, I would just like ignore it and let it go. So that's hey, a troll, y'all up in here today. Listen, I was saying earlier in my live stream that I can't be live long. I'm about to get on the road again. On the road again. That at this point in my life, I have to be focused on like me, my family, my healing, my grief, you know, because people will say, "Oh, that wasn't your son," and like you don't have the right to grieve over him, and you don't have the right to mention him, and he has a biological mother, and how dare you? And nobody in my real life would ever say that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody in my real life would ever say anything like that to me because they know it's not true. They know the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody that actually knows me, knows my life, knows my history will ever say that I don't, you don't have the right to mourn somebody or grieve somebody or love someone. You know what I'm saying? Or nobody would say that you're weaponizing or you're using, you know. I am Samantha. And it's a lot I want to talk about. I am still going to do content on this channel and on my other channels. I know some people want me to shut up and lay down, and some people even want me dead. You know, some people want you. Hey, Bam. Hey, Beefcake. Shout out to Nard Father, too. Nard Father. Truth is, Jamila. They met up together. They met up. Shout out to them. Shout out to Peace. You know, shout out to Connection. Hey, Truthy. Hey, Nard Father. Listen, y'all look so cute in those pictures. Shout out to y'all. Y'all look like y'all had fun. It was positive. Baby, I'm telling you. It's something so much I got to tell y'all. Cheryl, I love you, girl. I love you, Cheryl. Listen. No, it's not Cheryl Gabowski. Hey, Jaja. Girl. Have a good day at work, Nard Father. Yeah. I know. They were so cute though. And they said, listen, I've been looking at stuff. I haven't looked at any mess. I'm telling y'all, I've been trying to focus on the positive stuff. People that sent me some text messages. I'm like, honey, I don't even care. I don't even want to hear it. I'm not even going to react. I'm not even going to respond. That's their issue. And the other thing is this, is that I realized that a lot of times people think a whole lot more about you than you ever think about them. A lot of times people think that you're on their mind, or you're following them, or you're watching them, or you're paying attention to them. And that's because they're the ones paying attention to you. You know what I'm saying? They're the ones trying to figure out what you're doing and see what you're talking about. And I think that a lot of people wonder, I know a lot of people wonder, why it is about my channel and about like me like staying on this channel, even though I have multiple channels that aren't blocked in the United States. Why don't you go on those more? But to me, it tells me something about, it's for myself. I have to admit that it's for myself. The reason that I don't go on the other channels isn't because I get more views over here. I know if I stayed on those other channels, or another channel that you can actually see everything in the United States, I get the same numbers, I get the same reactions, and I get the same response over time. But this channel tells me something. It tells me something about like the people that want to watch me. You know what I'm saying? It tells me something about like the people that say, oh, you're the stalker, you're the harasser, you're the one that's watching everybody. If you have to go out of your way to watch and I have to say this, I gotta say this. If you go out of your way to watch a band, no, not a band, because my channel is not banned. That's a whole myth. My channel is blocked by a court order based upon lies. And I've said that a million times. I'm going to keep on saying that. That's the truth. My channel was blocked by a court order based upon lies. And it's going to be addressed. And I mean that. And that's not something that I'm lying about, that I'm playing about. That's something that I'm being strategic about in my own way for myself. Okay? That's what I want y'all to understand. And if I don't talk about certain things anymore, doesn't mean that I'm not doing things. That's what y'all have to understand. I am still doing things, okay? But this is what I wanted to say. I wanted to say this about this channel. 101 people in this channel. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Shadow. Shadow. Baby, you pee. Told me. I said Shadow calls you Firefly. He says I want to be called Firefly now. Y'all, I got to show y'all so much. He's taking horseback riding lessons now that his grandmother is doing with him. His grandmother on his father's side. She's really into horses and equestrian and all of this stuff. So he's doing that. So I'll be posting some videos and stuff to let y'all see a little bit of that too. Him at his riding lessons and stuff. But don't let anybody tell you that you're evil. Do you hear me? Don't you let another man on this planet that has done way worse in life to you or to others than you have done, don't you ever don't you ever let anybody get into your head and tell you that you're evil. And I want to say that too. I want to say this to Alec. I want to say this to St. Louis. I want to say this to everybody that's fighting against people. It's a worthless fight. It's not worth your time. It's not worth your effort. It's not going to change anything. You're never going to be as dark or as low as certain people. I want to say this to Paradise. Shout out to you, Paradise. Hey, Yvette. Shout out to you, Paradise, because from what I understand, and I received this through a text message. So anybody, if somebody wants to come up here and you said, read my darn email about the water. Okay, I will. I'll read it, Blue. When did you send it? Because listen, I just opened up my email and it says it's full. Did it come back to you? Check and see if it came back. You sent it, but check and see if it came back. Cause I just opened up my email as I had to literally sign back into my account on my computer. So I just opened it up and it says I can't receive or send any more emails until I clean my emails up. So check and see, but I will definitely look to see if I got anything. Okay, so I sent it before. Oh, okay. You sent it before? What? You sent it before, Blue? Wow. Wow. Mm. Before I posted my video. Girl. I am going to read it. Especially now that you say you sent it before. That's mind blowing to me. Like, okay, I'm definitely gonna read it. Definitely gonna read it. But I want to say this to Paradise. From what I was told behind the scenes, I received a text message that I just read this morning that I'm supposed to be Paradise, and that Paradise's channel, this channel that she's on now, is supposed to be taken. It's supposed to be taken by another content creator, and this other content creator is saying that I send them out. That's because he's a send out. Are y'all listening? That's because, and people will project onto you what they are. I don't know who the hell Paradise is. Don't know. Never met the person, never talked to the person, never emailed the person, never had any communications with the person. So how could I be sending anybody out if I've never had any communications with them? Just like I don't know Ron Isley. I have never had any private communications with Ron Isley, and whatever Ron Isley is doing to Big Dookie over there, that's Ron Isley. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times people will see things and start doing things based upon their own energy and what they want to do. And it's not that they're sent out, is that they see something that they want to say something about. And I want to say to Paradise, you are not evil. You don't dox. You're not putting people's personal information out here. You just clowning. You just laughing. You just making jokes and stuff. And if people can't handle that and they want to out you and they want to find out who you are, you're telling the truth about them. You understand? Like, you're telling the truth, and they can't. A lot of people can't handle the truth about themselves. And that's the sad part about social media, is that you'll tell the truth about somebody and tell the facts about somebody, and they'll get mad and want to dox you and put your information out here and take your channel and all of that stuff, and then they'll call you the worst person. And I don't understand how the clown is calling anybody a troll, and he's saying he's not Christopher William Wignall. How do you say that you're not a troll? You say that you're not Christopher William Wignall, and you got a whole clown image as your social media moniker, your social media presence, and you're saying that you're the biggest doxing troll out here. And you're calling everybody else evil and saying that everybody else's channel, but you got people's personal information on your channel. Paradise don't have nobody's personal information on her channel. Paradise don't do none of the stuff that y'all do to people. How is Paradise such a bad person and such a bad channel when she's not doing half of the shit or a quarter of the stuff that y'all are doing? That's what I don't understand about this stuff. How they sit up here and call everybody else the devil, but they're doing the worst stuff out here. It's gone. Uh-uh. I don't get it. So that's what I'm saying. Especially don't believe what people, but it's not him. Yeah. He's mad because people call him Christopher William Wick. But if that's not you, why are you so mad? If that's not you, why are you so mad? And why does everybody have to be everybody that has something negative to say about you have to be associated with me or affiliated with me? Mookie was over there with y'all first. until y'all kicked him to the curb. St. Louis came from you. You was dealing with St. Louis and Essie Berry. I don't know nothing about those people. You do, clown. And you sitting up blaming me for what they doing. Get the fuck out of here. That's what I don't understand. Right, we can't even see him. And then the other lady, the one that Liz that's with him, they talking about, oh, they dropping the truth and how are they dropping the truth and they're dropping receipts? They're dropping lies. This man fabricates documents and everything. And then this is the thing. Oh, listen, y'all. It takes a group of older people getting together and all this stuff. So we were talking, and I'm saying, they said that people are pedophiles, and then they put their information out here and they call them pedophiles. And people was like, well, why wouldn't they just call the police? Why wouldn't they just report that to the police? If people have active warrants, why wouldn't they call and report the active warrant? That has to be a lie. Why would you just bring it to social media? Because it's for social media. It's not real. It's not factual. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like all of these. Everybody's a pedophile on social media. They're saying that I'm running a pedophile group. I don't know of anybody over here that's been convicted of pedophilia. Nobody. Nobody over here has, but they writing this whole damn narrative that everybody over here is a it's like if they can't get you with the truth, they gonna make up lies about you. They're just going to make up lies about you. So where is it? Exactly. Hey, Michi. They say that everybody in my chat is a pedophile, and we a pedophile group, and we mess on kids and all of this stuff. But you doxing everybody over here, putting their personal information up and stuff. Ain't nobody over here doing that to y'all. Nobody. They just weird. Hey, Lou. So, you say you done left the country and came back. And that's the thing, it's kind of like if all of this stuff was true about people, like why aren't you doing something about it? You say that you want to get rid of people, you want to get them off the internet. Well, if somebody's messing on kids, they should be reported. They should be in jail. If somebody is offending on children, they should be reported. It shouldn't be social media content. It should be police reports. And if you have evidence of that, do you have proof of that? Where is it? That's what I don't understand. You say pre so yes. You say you do love me a young girl. Don't say that, Meech. Are they over 21? Are they Are they over 21? Because don't be saying that. They'll be calling you all kind of things. Hey, KB. Thank you. I'm going on another one, so I'll be gone again. So this is just a little bitty. I'm going to do my live and then I'll be gone again. But y'all, I just wanted to say that. I wanted to come back. I wanted to say that. I don't know all of what's been going on, but I did get a few little cliff notes and stuff. And when I was able to read my text messages, I went through them. I was like, wow, like Jesus Christ. Like, and it's the same thing over and over and over, year after year after year. It's just far too redundant. It's far too redundant to hold on to. It's like you can't you fighting the same battle over and over again. It's pointless. And the thing about it is, you're not going to make anybody who dislikes you like you by proving anything to them. You said you're just not. So it's a pointless act. And people come out here, you gotta prove it. You got to tell your business. It was for what? You don't. You don't. Let weird people think what they want to think. Let the lies go. But I'm gonna show y'all some truth, especially about Lawan and my relationship with him. I'm gonna show y'all my relationship with his sister too, the one that they reached out to and tried to get to, come. I'm gonna show y'all some of that too, because it's good and it's decent, and it was painted and depicted as something other than. I'm also gonna show y'all the day that I picked up my son's ashes, the day that I picked up my son's ashes. Not anybody else, not no sisters, not no bio mamas, nobody else. The day that I picked up my son's ashes. So it's kind of like people will try to paint, try to make, you know, tell lies and try to turn you into something, or try to turn you into the people that they are, or something that you're not. So that's just too crazy. Burn, you better say it. And that's the other thing. You know, the thing about it is like, as long as you're with them, you're not slow, you're not dumb, you're not retarded. You said you emailed me while I'm gonna have to check it, Lou, because I know I asked you to told you I was gonna send you some live, open up some live content before. What live did you want? The live that about Christopher William Wignall, the one that I did? Because it might be public on my other channel. It might be public on my other channel. Go look on Unspoken. Well, you probably can't search the channel. Unspoken Purpose, Let the People Speak. I'm going to share some stuff out on my community wall and see if that might help you. Because I know it's hard dealing with that. But I'm going to tell you, I have seen nothing. I just got to be honest about it, because I know that y'all are saying that people have histories in pedophilia and stuff like that. I didn't see that with the Christopher. Hey, Mad Dog. I didn't see that with the Christopher William Wignall that I have information about. I didn't see that. I saw that about a young guy, Christopher Wignall, but I didn't see that about the Christopher William Wignall that I've been talking about. So I don't know that to be factual about that person being charged with something like that. I know that somebody else was another Christopher Wignall was charged with that kind of stuff. So my thing is this, um the whole doxing thing and the putting people's information out and stuff, like I'm not that's something that I don't want to be a part of anymore. And I have to be honest about that. That's something that I don't want to be a part of anymore. But the clown is saying that that's not him at all. So, hey, life is a gift. I don't know. I don't know if, I know for a fact that no lawyer. I mean, if you just use it, people use their common sense. People know that's why the people's views are slipping and they're not getting the interaction in their chats and stuff, including mine. It's because people are tired of this content and they're tired of the over and over back and forth and the same old shit being brought up over and over again. How many times do we have to hear about Bam and her father? How many times do we have to hear about, who did what to who? How many times we have heard it all before, over and over again. And that's why it's ineffective. And listen, y'all, I got to say something. I don't know if JJ is at work or JJ is in the bushes, but JJ, last night, Y'all, last night I listened to a live stream done. And I'm not talking, they can talk shit about me all they want. I'm not talking shit about but I listened to a live stream that was done on Anaya and Rashid's channel last night. And it was of Faith and JJ and an Australian woman. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Do y'all know what I'm talking about? When I heard that shit, my mouth was, I, when I heard that, my mouth was open. And I was like, wow. Shay say, sure don't. You heard it in another channel. Listen, Michi, that's somebody else content that they play. Okay, so yeah, it came from Straight Drops channel. You heard it on Straight Drops channel? When I heard that, I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. And I don't even know the story around it. I was just like, and then I'm thinking about, y'all know what my brain went. I was thinking about like all of the things that have happened since then. I don't know how many years ago that was. I'm thinking about the way that this man is changing his life, how he's, like some people, and I got to say this to you, JJ, if you hear this live stream, I hope that you take this. Hey, be kind. Um, I hope that you take this the right way. I felt like what happened, like even when I hit Monica's panel, I felt like that was messed up, but I also understood how you felt, when I did commentary on you and Bitch Boy. I understand all of that, but I want to say this. I heard in that live stream that I listened to with you and your ex-wife talking and stuff, and the way that you sounded like, dang, I don't even know how to say it. You have come so far, and sometimes people have done so much to certain people, or people have affected certain people in a way that they're never going to let go of the hatred that they have for you. And the thing about it is, it's like you have a blessing right now. You have an opportunity at a new life and something good and something positive. And if you pay attention to the direction that things went when you involved your married life in with YouTubers and stuff like that, I'm gonna tell everybody, keep your real life separate from YouTube. I don't care if you, especially if you're going to be doing any kind of commentary that and talking about anybody else. But even people who don't talk about other people, they get drugged and their marriages get attacked and their relationships get attacked. And the only thing that I can say is, if you want to preserve it, I pray that you and your fiance, now that you have, I pray that y'all ignore it. Ignore it, because you have an entire community of people that absolutely hate you. They don't want to see anything good for you in your life. They don't want to see no progression, no change, no nothing. Even if it's a slow change, they don't want to see it. And you can't change people's minds about you. You can only move on and do what's best for you and your life. That's the only thing that you can do. That's the only thing that you can do. But I listened to that live and I was blown away. I was blown away at the Australian lady. Who is that lady? That lady was going in. And then it's kind of like you heard all of the it's so many things I heard listening to that live stream. I was just blown away. I was blown away at the fact that y'all were married. Y'all were a married couple and a stranger. A stranger. A stranger that you never met, never gonna meet in life, claim dominion over your relationship. Do you know how powerful the internet is? That's some powerful shit. I was like, good Lord. How in the world is a stranger allowed to come into somebody's life, like their real life, their marriage, and like fuck shit up? And like insert themselves and tell people what to do and talk to husbands and wives. I was like, ooh, you could tell JJ living his best. Yeah, you can tell that he is moving on and stuff. Like, I would, if I was JJ, I would ignore all of these people. I'd be like, shit, I got me a new woman. I wouldn't even told nobody. I would ignore all of these people because look at what happened to him in his first. But I think that all things are like that probably should have happened anyway, based upon what JJ said he was going through. But shit, mm, mm, mm. I don't know. I don't know. Shoot. Hey, Paradise. Listen, Paradise, you got to listen to this live because I was talking about like what you're going through. So let me ask you a question. Since Paradise is in the chat, they somebody texted me and they said that there was an exposure that happened and everybody was exposed, including they said that the clown said that he was exposing me too. What was the exposure about? Like, they're saying that they found out who you are, but I thought you were supposed to be me. I thought that you and your channel was supposed to be me and my VPNs and all of that stuff. So the clown can't expose. I thought that they said it was a whole exposure on everybody over here and they proved that Paradise was I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what happened. Like, yeah, JJ is doing good. He did not expose anything. They don't know who. What? You challenged the Brill, girl. Girl, Michi, let Bam tell you, cause I ain't giving that man no shine. I don't want anybody to know. The clown said Paradise was shut. What? Alec, I know you freaking lying. I know you freaking lying, Alec. They said what? These people are pitifully. Oh my God. Let me shut up. Let me shut up. You said Joy. I'm telling you. He said it. He's mad I'm putting on. But let me ask you a question. If that's not him, why does he get so mad if that's not him? That's what I don't understand. If he's not Christopher William Wignall, why is he so upset? That's what I don't get. You don't get so upset about something, especially if that's not you. Jesus. Like, that's what I'm telling everybody. That is him. It's like no sense in even trying to waste your time and trying to think that that man is somebody else. That is him. Nobody takes channels and strikes videos down with Christopher William Wignall's name in it. If it's not him, if he's not mad about that, that is that man. That's him. Shoot, I don't even know why anybody is even like, it's not even, it just doesn't even matter. And Liz is not a lawyer. She's not an attorney. She is not an attorney. She's not of any kind. So that's remember him acting. Yes. Remember they were going to they was on the freeway, posted a hot, yes, right, Burn. They were going to the police to report that I was harassing him and stuff like that, and he was saying that he was going to the police and he was going to help Christopher William Wignall take me down because Christopher William Wignall was upset that I was using his name and all of this stuff and putting his information out there. I'm no longer doing that, clown. I'm no longer doing that. I can't. I mean, seriously. Yeah. And you don't stay so hyper focused on a, let me say this. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Why is the clown so obsessed with Alec and Mookie and Paradise and Shadow and anybody who says who he is? Or why is the clown trying to make his stuff look like Shadow's now? Because remember, he wasn't his stuff. Now he has the AI voice that sounds like similar to the AI voice that Shadow used to use. It's like he's. I have to say it, and I'm not. You supposed to be able to still speak your mind, right? But why is it that he can say that he can fight for other people or he can stand with other people and they have a gang and they have a group and they have all of these people, but Alec and Mookie and and St. Louis, they're weak for standing together, or Shadow is weak for supporting us over here, or the things that they say make absolutely no sense when they sit on panels 10 and 12 at a time, or they gang up and group up and shit. They don't think that they're weak. They say that they're strong and powerful, right? They dox to try to silence people. And that's what the clown does. He will dox you and try to humiliate you and try to it's not to change anything or expose it. It's to try to humiliate you and silence you. You understand what I'm saying? It's a tool that they use to try to silence you. Oh, you're evil, and oh, you're this. No, ain't nobody doing what you doing. The stuff you doing is evil. Coming after kids, calling people derogatory names, talking about people with special needs. All of the stuff that y'all do is the evil stuff. When evil people call you evil, you need to laugh. That's what yeah, he's nobody. Yeah, he does. You shoot, Paradise. You enjoy messing with him. He enjoys messing with you too. This is probably his only joy in life is being anonymous or having the perception of anonymity. But it's only a perception. People know that he's Christopher William Wignall. And the whole thing of people trying to clown you and say that you're nothing and you're this and you're not that, and talking about your appearance and all of that stuff, but you use a clown picture. You don't have your picture up. Neither does Liz. Y'all don't have y'all pictures up. How and you sit up and you talk about everybody else's appearance all the time because you've seen their faces. You use their faces. That makes you weak. To me, that makes you weak. Right. He is no longer anonymous. He just wants people. Yeah. Listen, Lou, I told you that. I told you they make fake documents. The documents that he puts up, that he'll put up with something about pedophilia on it, you can't search it. If you are a child predator, you are going to be on a sex offenders list. There is no way. Every single state, if you have ever been charged and found guilty of touching on kids and messing with kids and all that, that is going to be searchable. So when people put that moniker on your back, when they put that jacket on your back and you can't search it, if I can't search your legal name and say, hey, I should be able to, anybody should be able to find you on a sex offenders registry. They don't expunge stuff like that. You have to register. You touch babies, you got to register. Come on now. Come on. And that's the thing that people need to pay attention to. Oh, you say I'm a child predator. Where's my name on it? Where's the arrest record? Because if I didn't effed on some kids, I would have had to be arrested for it. You say you got proof of it. They will say, oh, I got proof that so-and-so is on the sex offenders registry. And I got proof that this person is a child predator. Oh, this is a chomo and all of this weird stuff. Where is the evidence, though? Where's the arrest record? Because that's public. Wouldn't be able to hide that. And where is the sex offender registry? You would not be able to hide it. And that's what common sense needs to take over with a lot of these people. Like, come on now. Come on. He tried to, girl. Yes, he did. Yeah, his public record does have a mugshot and a fingerprint. But listen, he admitted that he lived in the same area that Christopher William Wignall lived. Christopher William Wignall lives right down the street from the police station. The clown say he lived right down the street from the police station. All of the things that line up about him being that person. And then the fact that he got mad about everything that is associated with Christopher William Wignall, like somebody was talking about him. That's him. Hey, Denise. So exactly, Nard. The sex offenders are public information. Public information. You can't be on YouTube in your government name or people find out your government name and that stuff. That's some of the first stuff that's gonna pop up, no matter what state you're in. That's some of the first stuff that is going to pop up. If people find out your legal government name, they're going to find out that be able to find out that you have, hurt and harm children. That's why I was saying when y'all was saying that about him, it is a Christopher William Wignall that has that history. But if you look at the age, it's a younger person. There's news reports about it. So when you talk about people, especially, and you're talking about things like that with children, try not to misrepresent the facts. You should definitely do your best because you don't want to falsely accuse someone of being a child predator. This Christopher William Wignall, aka the clown that is on YouTube right now, I have not seen a record of child pedophilia. Just got to be honest, you know. So right, Samantha, when I said I was gonna take his boat, he got he got mad. Got mad. Got so upset. I still got that whole live that he did after when he went in and I got that whole live. That stuff was funny. It was funny. But anywho, y'all see all of the changes that's coming to YouTube, all of the AI stuff, and it's gonna be a struggle, baby. It's gonna be a struggle. Kicked out of the military for free balling. He got yeah. That video is on my other channel. Yeah, he did a lot. He's done a lot in his lifetime too, you know. But he's on here talking about everybody else's life. That's what I'm saying. You got to look at the people. I found out like when this stuff started happening a year ago, I found out things because I listen, I'm gonna tell you, I am not going to sit here and lie and say like I'm this perfect person, and I'm not trying to be perfect. I think it's an unrealistic goal for anybody. So I ain't trying, right? But I'm trying my best, like to keep things on the up and up these days. No plays and the spinning tales and narratives and all of this shit, right? For the entertainment factor. You gotta get back to the basics. But let me say this. When all of this stuff happened about a year ago, I found out a lot of stuff. Like a lot of people are not who they say they are. A lot of people are here on social media telling you a story about their lives, and it's just not their life. I don't believe that Christopher William Wignall owns a boat. Wasn't able to find one. I don't believe it. I don't believe that he owns one. I don't believe that he's as affluent as he says that he is. Now, I ain't going into no details about his life. He keeps on inserting me in his commentary from what I understand. I'm going to talk about this. Hey, Jamila. I just believe that I believe that he feels like a sense of control with his YouTube channel. Like he feels like he's empowered and he can. I think that he takes pleasure in hurting other people or trying to hurt other people. I think that he takes pleasure in attempting to humiliate other people. Um and I'm gonna say this about Liz too. I think that this is just my opinion of them. It doesn't have to be their reality though. And that's the thing that you have to understand. You can formulate an opinion about someone based upon their internet presence. It doesn't make it true about them though. And that's what I have to say, because people have opinions of me that aren't factual. But I think that he enjoys hurting others, but I also think that he needs to feel needed by certain people. I think that this is where he finds his sense of power, you know? Like in real life, he's not really powerful. And even on social media, he's not powerful. Look at who he's coming after. No shade, but Alec don't get a lot of views. Why are you even worried about what Alec got to say? Lot of times Alec don't even have nobody in his chat. But listen, one time I was in Alec's chat. No shade to Alec. Everybody knows how I feel about Alec. One time I was in Alec's chat and I'm in the bushes, right? I think I dropped down that day too. I might have even hit the link. But he was talking to the clown. And it was one person in the chat. Alec thought that person was the clown and it was me, you know? And I think I hopped down in the chat, said something to Alec. I think that is the day that I hit the link, and then the views went up and stuff, right? Um, but he focuses on people, and he makes his live streams about dragging people when these people have already said that they didn't want no smoke with this man, that all he needed to do was just leave them alone. He takes great pleasure in attacking people and going back and forth with people, and then he's calls these people like, oh, they're dumb, and oh, they're slow, and oh, they're retarded, and oh, they're this, and oh, they're that. Hold on one second, y'all. So he takes great pleasure in calling people slow and dumb and all of that kind of stuff, and a lot of them do, but my question is, if you work so hard to destroy somebody that you already say is beneath you, you already say is dumber than you say that they're no match for you and all of that, then why are you even paying it any attention? Like, why are you giving it any energy? If you're saying that these people are what you say they are, then why are you giving it any energy? People be over there it's a million channels that will do content and commentary on me, but they don't get a million views. It might be 3 or 4 people in the chat or 15 people in the chat. At the end of the live, at the end of a 3-hour live, they might get 50 views. Why do I care about responding to something like that? Why would you spend your time unless these people are truly affecting you? You know what I'm saying? In some way, to me, these people, what Lou has to say, what Sparkle, what Alec, what everybody has to say about him is actually affecting him. And Liz. Or they wouldn't be spending time, they wouldn't be giving their energy to it. Essie Berry clearly bothers them in some way, shape, or form and affects them on. And I think it's the fact that you can't silence them. You thought it was going to be easy, you know, unless they start buying. Which what Bam say? He doesn't deserve. The thing that's what I be telling Alec and them. Let him talk. That's what I tell Alec and them. Like eventually people are going to look at that person like he's the one with the issues. He's the one with the problem. He's the one that claims to be the smartest man on YouTube and the most brilliant doxer and the one that can find all of the information and all of this stuff. But he's arguing with all of these people and he said, "Oh, well, you can't. Oh, well, you have a learning disability." Why are you arguing with somebody with a learning disability? Why? What kind of adult literally sits up knowing that someone has a learning disability and puts them? What kind of sensible adult? I'm talking about a sensible adult. I'm not talking about like just your age making you an adult. What type of sensible adult takes the time out to make a live stream about somebody knowing that they didn't play in the damn Special Olympics? Who threatens to call or reach out to a coach in the damn Special Olympics trying to negatively affect somebody's life over YouTube commentary? Who does that? Somebody that's butthurt, somebody who can't take, somebody who is not an adult emotionally, somebody like that. There is no way in hell that I'm going to waste my time. And I hate to say it, Alec, there's no way in hell I'm going to waste my time calling around places to try to get somebody that clearly, that clearly, it's like, come on now. Really, Samantha? He struck you at 5 a.m.? Girl, press. Probably can't even sleep at night. Probably can't even sleep at night. Worried about what Alec and Lou and Shadow and Mookie have to say. Worried about a channel like Paradise who does not dox, who does not put up anybody's personal information, who just makes little jokes and shit. And y'all drag people for filth. Put their family members up, talk about their kids, talk about their deceased loved ones. Y'all do all of that. Put people's caskets up, their mamas singing from graves, their family members singing from graves, all of that stuff. Now, what if people start doing that to you? Oh, if you can't even take a little joke by Paradise that ain't even no voice, it's just some writing on a damn. Your imagery is not even in there, barely, right? But you can't even take that. But you can dish, boy. You can dish, but you can't take. Liz is supposedly an attorney, but on listen, Liz is no attorney. She is not an attorney. She's not. Mm-mm. No attorney would risk their license doing the things that she's doing. No attorney would sit on a panel while people are being doxxed and their personal information is being weaponized, while their children are being talked about. No attorney would do that. No attorney would do that. That's putting your whole livelihood at stake. Who would do that? Mm-mm. No. Most of these people out here have absolutely nothing to lose. Most of these people have absolutely zero to lose. That's why they go so far. You'll see them out here and you'll be like wondering, like, come on now. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That's why they go so far. So, listen, y'all. I said I was going to be on here for a few minutes. I've been on here for an hour and a half. Darn near. And I want to tell y'all, I'm going to check my emails. Lou, I'm gonna send you the video that I did of the clown. Like, I wish shoot, it was other videos on other channels, but I think they done shrunk all the channels down. They done got all of the content removed off of YouTube. That's just how sensitive they are. They keep all our shit up. Talk about us forever. They just can't even take, baby. Mm-mm. You said he got people believing that about what? Listen, Lou, you say he got people believing that about him. Are those people anybody that you care about? Do you know any of those people? Are you ever gonna meet any of those people? Are any of those people ever gonna be your neighbor or go to the same church that you go to or live in your household or anything like that? Are any of his supporters going to ever be a part of your real life existence? And if the answer is no, you shouldn't even care about what they believe or not. You shouldn't care. You know it's not true. If you know it's not true, that's what's important. And the thing about it is, like, some people don't have like the ability or the desire. I know I don't have the desire. I damn sure have the ability to go as low as they go. I just don't have the desire. And if you don't have the desire, if you feel like there are certain boundaries that you don't want to cross, then that's content or commentary that you need to step away from, because the time will come where you might just get mad enough and you will cross boundaries that you know you shouldn't cross. And once they're crossed, it ain't no coming back. Listen, I was listening to that live about JJ, right? And I was listening to, like, you listen to the progression of people. Not everybody comes on here and their first response is to dox somebody. Most people are doxed first by somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And then they start doxing back. Once you start doxing back, then the people that you dox back or you talk shit back to, they use what you said against you, right? I was listening to you just want to say, I'm glad. I do. I am at peace, Blue. I'm telling you, this is a wonderful. I'm gonna show y'all. It's not even about telling you, Blue. It's about showing you. It's about showing you. But let me say this: I was listening to Anaya and Rashid live, and they was playing the JJ live, right? Or what live was I listening? I'm not even sure. I'm not sure if I heard this before I left or heard some of it last night and what I was listening. But I'm gonna tell y'all this. I was listening to Anaya say, um, I'm gonna say whatever I want to say about Bam's mama, because Bam said that I need to get in the grave with my kids and all of that kind of stuff. And I'm thinking about all of the things that Anaya said about Bam prior to Bam saying anything. All of the ways that she drugged Bam, called her a whore, talked about her mama, all of the lines that that Anaya crossed with Bam before Bam crossed one line with her. But her by Bam crossing that one line with Anaya can now say, "Oh, I have the right to say what I said to Bam because she said this about my mom or she said this about me and my kids." She's not going to pay attention. They're not going to pay attention to everything that Anaya said about Bam prior, after she, exactly, Bam. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Prior to, like, I was listening. I was listening to a little bit of it. When people talk about your loved ones and they talk about your mom and they constantly reference, like, I know that Bam has issue with another content. I guess Abril has been mentioning her mom a lot, and now Bam is saying, your mom this and your mom that. The only thing that they're going to focus on is what Bam said about Abril's mom. They're not going to ever, and that's for your ops, they're not going to ever say what Abril did to get Bam to that point. And then they're going to call Bam the evil one. Oh, she's evil. Oh, she's evil. Oh, she's evil. I'm going to say this. I don't know what JJ did to people. And he's done stuff to a lot of people. It's a lot of people that have a lot of things to say about me. Only thing I can say is, like, I haven't seen it. But I've seen all of them doxing the fuck out of JJ, his family, his mother, his kids, his deceased family members. I see all of them every single day. Every time they talk about that man, every time they talk about his life, they're doxing his family, coming after his new relationship, trying to tear that apart. I see what they are doing to him, and then you wonder, like, well, damn, like, y'all doing it to him, but then y'all clowning him for having done it to y'all. Who did it first? Who did it first? JJ will say they did it first. It still can pinpoint what I done to that lady, and she hit below. Girl, exactly, Joy. Came after you've never talked about her or her kids. The only thing you've ever said was lipstick. But she's drug you, drug your kids, drug your finances, drug your living situation, drug your punani, drug everything. Oh, speaking of punanis, I got a link to a live stream. The link was sent to me. I did not watch it. When I went to click on it, it was private. So I asked someone what the live was about. And they said that it was supposed to be I had some goons or something, sending some goons after somebody. And it was somebody who has literally come out here and issued death threats on behalf of somebody else that they've never met. And they calling me weird. They saying that I'm a weird old lady. Hey, June. They said that I'm a weird old lady because I'm cool with Bam. But they were cool with Bam. They call Bam their wife. They like, I was blown. I was like, what? They said what? So I didn't see the live. I didn't hear it. I'm glad I didn't. But I want to say to that person, get some help. Cause you one of these people that really don't see yourself, honey. And you don't see how other and I I'm putting this on everything. This is not me shading you. This is just me saying how I feel. You're not getting that energy out of me anymore. You're not. To me, it's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. You're not getting that energy out of me because I know that's what you want. That's what you want. And I'm tired of giving motherfuckers what they want. I'm tired of giving them what they want. I cannot do it anymore. I can't. I want to say this, like, try doing live streams and not talking about me, and you'll see whether or not you're supported. And I don't mean talking about me in a casual way, like I'm talking about you, not dragging. I'm talking about dragging or trying to drag me. You're not going to get no numbers. You're not going to get no support. Nobody's going to be in your chat. You say that nobody fucks with me and nobody's here for me. It's 102 people in my room right now, and my channel is blocked in the United States, and I've been gone for a week. I ain't even in the algorithm. But you say I don't have any support. Nobody fucks with me. Everybody thinks I'm weird. No, the reality of it is, weird is thinking that I have to continue to say this. Weird is believing that all of the people who drug you for filth have absolutely just changed their minds, just boom, overnight, that they don't see you that way anymore. That's the weird thing. The weird thing is thinking that the people that have drugged you, talked about you behind the scenes, and you have proof of all of that, talked about you behind the scenes, drug you for filth, put up videos about you, your family, your kids, your life, your finances, all of that stuff. The weird thing about people like you is that you automatically think that people are your sis. The very people that drug you, they your sis now. The very people that talked about you, your appearance, your intelligence, and all of that stuff, they're your sis. That's weird to me. Bam ain't never done nothing like that to me, ever. Not behind the scenes, hasn't been proven to me. I done heard people say it, flapping their gums saying it, but I ain't heard nobody prove it. Until it's proven to me, it has not happened. She has done nothing to me like that. What's weird is that you look at somebody like the people that drug you, like bro and sis, and you in love with them, and you want to lick their gooches and all of that stuff. That's what's weird to me. Is that you look to people that have drugged you for filth as your support system. I'd rather have somebody like Bam on my team, even though a lot of people don't like me. We black sheep. A lot of people don't like me, but those that like me, I like them back. You understand? I fuck with them. Those are my kind of people, and I'm okay with that. It doesn't make me weird. It doesn't make me creepy. It doesn't make me strange by fucking with people who haven't done anything to me. That's not abnormal. So, love you too, Diamond. Hey, Jaja. So yeah, I'm just saying that, you can't, people will try to tell you, oh, and then what kills me, oh, Bam is weak and UP is weak because they need to be on each other's panels when they sitting on a panel themselves. How in the world do I am I sending somebody out and you talking stuff about that person? Don't they have a right to respond to it? That's not me sending them out. That's them responding to something that you've said or done to them. It's asinine to think that I would have control over a whole group of adults. Is it because you can be weaponized and you can be controlled? And I saw the screenshot that Bam put up. You can be bought. How can you talk about somebody when you can be bought and paid for? Are you okay? So, hey, boss lady, thank you. Mm-mm. Did I say hi to you, Jace? Hey, Jace. They like doubling up. They need to stop. They do. They love teaming up on people. Hold on, y'all. Okay, y'all, I want to say something. I got to go. I have to go. But I want to say something. Back to this teaming up thing and this whole you're weak thing and you're powerless because you need this and you need that, and they all have each other and they all team up together and they all panel up together and they all drag in teams and all of that stuff. We over here don't do stuff like that. Like, we'll do our live streams and we'll support each other and support each other through the chats and stuff. When Shadow does his live, he does his lives. When I do mine, I do mine. I don't panel up. It doesn't need to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or even 10 people on the panel for me to say how I feel. And these are my feelings. My feelings don't have shit to do with Paradise. My feelings don't have anything to do with Shadow or June or Lemon Pepper or Spencer, anybody in my chat. My feelings don't have anything to do with them. They're mine and mine alone, right? Just mine. I don't tell anybody to feel the same way. You don't have to feel the same way for me to fuck with you. And I don't start disliking you because you don't feel the exact same way that I do about somebody. I don't control where anybody goes, right? I don't tell anybody you can't be in somebody's chat or I ain't fucking with you no more. That's not the way that my brain works. It's not the way that my brain has ever worked, right? But I don't turn my back on people either. And let me say this. I heard, that, oh, JJ weak because he went over there, in the UP sector. Were you weak when you came over here? Because I didn't come to y'all channels and ask y'all to, oh, come over here with me and I'm going to help you and I'm going to protect you. I didn't say any of that. I didn't come to your channel. You came to my channel. I don't talk to JJ behind the scenes. I don't even communicate with JJ. Whatever happens between me and JJ happens right out here in public on YouTube. I don't want to beef with JJ. I actually admire his tenacity. Now, some people might take offense to that and be like, "Oh no, he's not tenacious, he's evil." Well, y'all love Bitch Boy, and I think he's evil. You get to love what evil creature you want to love on, and I can be cordial with JJ, and be JJ can be in my chat and I can hop in his if I want to, because I don't want smoke with JJ. We're not best friends. He ain't said I'm his best friend. That's not the nuance of the communication between myself and JJ or anybody else. Everybody is an individual on this mug to me. That's the way I see people. I don't see people as my property or somebody that I own or anything like that. So let me say this. If JJ is weak for hopping in my chat for support, is Triple weak for going to J4K for support? Are you, Anaya and Rashid, are you weak? For being on panels of people that drug you for filth because you want to be supported? Were you weak when you went in the hospital? When bitch boy and them was dragging? Was that weakness? Anaya, were you weak the day that you came outside and you asked YouTube to please back up off of your husband because he was going through? He was going. Was that weakness? Is it weak just to have a support system? How is the support system a weakness? Now calling for help and begging for help and bending the knee for help, to me that's weakness. Going to the people that have drugged you, if it's not sincere. Now if you want a sincere relationship with people that have drugged you, that's on you. But it just seems like y'all band up to gang up. It's not about no genuine friendships, because the only time that y'all support each other is when they dragging the person that you want to drag. Y'all be over there in the Momo's chat and stuff. Y'all don't be over there for her crime and justice stuff. I don't see y'all over there, even though I don't watch her. But I don't see y'all over there. I see y'all over there when she got my name in the title. That's when she getting some numbers. That's not support. Support is there for you. So I'm not dragging anybody right now. I'm having a conversation. Ain't no B's and H's and nothing like that. We're just having a conversation. And when I come back, the conversation ain't even going to be about y'all on any level. Hopefully, outside of reference, right? But if it's not weak to gang up and pile up community on top of community, hundreds of people, and y'all don't even have y'all got so many people, and you still can't get the numbers in the chats when y'all dragging now. But that's not weak. It's not weak to bend the knee and kiss the ass of the man that said that he wanted to F your daughter. That's not weak. But I'm weak. And Bam is weak. And Triple is weak. I mean, not Triple, but I'm weak. Bam is weak. And anybody who fucks with me is weak. But you weren't weak when you were over here, right? You was strong and powerful and you was running shit, right? When we all know that that wasn't true. I have no text messages where I'm telling y'all that I'm your fan. I never sent you any money to do a live stream or curse somebody out for me. I never reached out to you and asked you for help for anything. Anything. Nothing. But we weak over here. Girl. So that's the thing that I wanted to say. It's kind of like they're like, oh, JJ, he weak. He asking for help and he did it. I said the same. Remember, do y'all remember when I said, do y'all remember when I said, oh, JJ is, y'all remember when I did that live stream? Or I think I dropped a clip when JJ went over to Bitch Boy's channel and over to the other person's channel, and they were talking about he said we gotta all get together because they banning up and they're gonna come against me, and we gotta set our stuff aside for a minute. And I thought, I did a live stream and I was like, why are y'all banning up? That's weak behavior, right? When JJ said that, right? But right now JJ ain't asking for no help from nobody. I don't even really see him out here like that. I haven't seen him dox anybody. Have y'all seen him dox anybody recently? I don't know. I haven't, in the last week, I haven't been on YouTube, but I'm talking about before I went on vacation. I haven't seen JJ doxing anybody or putting anybody's personal information up as of late, right? As of late. I've seen all of y'all doing it. Every single one of y'all doing it. Everybody that's calling him names and dragging him is dragging his personal life and putting his personal business out here. I've heard him roasting and talking shit and talking about the past and being hyper focused on shit he's never going to change. I've seen all of that. I haven't seen yeah, that's all I've seen him doing is just roasting. I haven't seen him doing the things that's being done to him and his family right now, his girlfriend and stuff. I've heard him talking shit. And I've seen them turn around and dox for him talking shit. So I don't know. I don't know. So Joy out here. This is the thing about the whole Joy thing. I've asked so many people, like, what did Joy do to you? What did Joy do to you? Still to this day, all of the people that drag Joy, they can't even tell me what Joy did to them. I be wondering, and then like Joy is so silent most of the time. Like she doesn't say anything. And it's all of this hatred and vitriol for her. It's a lot of this stuff is like unexplainable. Unexplainable. But it is what it is. They hate who they hate. And they hold on to hatred. They're going to hold on to the hatred forever. It's never going to go away. Never going to go away. The problem is some people like, you know, they like the back and forth. They say they don't, but they love it. They love it. Yeah. They think I'm for Joy is the golden girl. She's, yeah, I would agree. I would agree. I was listening to Anaya and Rashid in their live, and I'm sorry, to keep mentioning y'all names, but that's the live that I listened to because I was listening to the Australian lady, but I was listening to another one of y'all lives. I think the live that y'all did, um, I guess it was, I can't remember if it was before I left or was that the one that I was listening to two of them from last night. But anyway, I was listening to you and you were saying, oh, JJ was weak, um oh, it was because of the Australian lady. Oh, and he was weak and he was answering to her and he did this and he did that. And I'm like thinking like, bruh, like you literally said that somebody came to your town and you didn't pull up and you didn't show up. And then you said something, y'all said something about, oh, you was reaching out to some guy on YouTube when y'all don't even take a look at the things that y'all have been through on this app. And I ain't even going to point it out anymore because I think it's pointless. It's not the direction that I want to go anymore. But the things that y'all have been through on this app, like nobody is taking your reads serious. Nobody. And then you're constantly saying nobody can beat you and nobody wants to beat you. I'm not in competition with Anaya or Rashid. It's not a competition for me. I don't think that you really understand the gravity and the extent of how people really see you as a couple. And I'm not trying, I swear on my life, Anaya and Rashid, I'm not coming for y'all. I know y'all gonna get pop alive and y'all gonna start dragging me and calling me all kind of names. Bitch, you live in your mama baby. Okay, whatever. It's plush and palatial. Since I live in my mama's basement, it's the basement that I enjoy living in. Okay. But anyway, I know that's all y'all gonna say. Oh, your daughter's a lesbian. All of these things that y'all say, I know that's what y'all gonna say. But I'm gonna say this to you: your life was not brought here by somebody else and talked about in a deceptive way. You did what you did, and it became public because of your own actions right here on social media. The text messages and the conversations that you had, not only with him, with other people behind the scenes, shows who you are. And now people have seen it and they can't forget it. I am moving on, Anaya and Rashid. Y'all can pound y'all chests until they bleed. Y'all can scream and holler, you scared of me. I beat you. Okay. Let me ask you, when you say you won and you won and what did you win? If you're the winner, what was the prize? You don't compete with. Listen, I just want to know, if you won something, what did you win? And that's a question that I have for all. What are you trying to win? That's what I've been wanting to know for the longest. Like, she keeps on saying, I've been destroyed you. I annihilated you. I destroyed you. And girl, that all of that stuff would be visible. Like, I wouldn't even be here anymore. Like, nobody that you're talking about would even be here anymore if you destroyed them, if you annihilated them, if you wrecked them, if you won. Like, what did you win? What did you win? One on the ass. The thing about it is, and then they say things like, oh, they're not going to pull up, and oh, you're scared, and oh, you're this, and oh, you're that. Like, come on. Like, people on this app have done the worst. The worst. And you ain't pulled up on them. See, I don't pull up. I don't threaten pull ups. I don't threaten violence. That's not me. I ain't going to lie. I will call the police on your ass. I really, really will. I don't think it makes me weak. I think it definitely makes you smarter than violence. Violence is not the answer. You got to cover your behind and maybe get the police involved, especially if you have to protect yourself one day, because y'all get crazy. Y'all do. Sure. Hmm. Exactly. It's like you want this YouTube presence. You want all of this, this YouTube presence, and you want people to fear you or be intimidated by you, and nobody's intimidated by you. Like, nobody that I know, nobody that I fuck with is intimidated by anything that you say. People don't want to smoke with you though. And it's really not really because it's definitely not because people are intimidated by you. It's not because people are afraid of your words, because it kind of like everybody knows the truth. Everybody over here, you say that people are dumb over here. Oh, you dumb for following UP because she does X, Y, and Z, when everybody's seen you do worse. So you mad because people won't jump on your bandwagon from over here when they've seen you do worse. And these are the people that supported you when nobody else was. When nobody else was. When the entire, all of these communities was banding together with them to drag your ass for filth. And we over here supported y'all. Us over here. It's a totally different situation. You coming up against people that don't want no smoke with you. When all of them people that had to smoke with you, you needed the help then. I know that's right. Ain't nobody losing their freedom for no damn YouTube. I refuse to go. I refuse the Manny and all of that stuff. That, to me, that was crazy. That was crazy. That man never should have pulled out a weapon. Never should have went to that spot. He should have handled it a different way. But let me say this. You never know what somebody's breaking point is, and you never know what you can do. Like, words are powerful to a lot of people, and words from strangers should never ever be that powerful. But the problem is, people mistake this social media life for like something real, like what's real in their life. Like, it's definitely not worth it. Definitely not worth it. And they stay screaming their fake pull up. Oh, girl, did trying to get me locked up. Yeah. See the details about their pull up and stuff, and they keep on screaming about that pull up, but then they don't want anybody talking about the things that they've done. They don't want anybody talking about the things that they were quiet about. When Bitch Boy and the clown and all of them was dragging them, they was in my inbox. They was in my chat. When all of them people was coming for them, they were over here. Those are people that we supported. Those are not people that I want to drag. Triple isn't somebody that I want to sit up and go back and forth with every fucking day. Neither is Anaya and Rashid. I don't want to fucking talk about them every day. Neither is the other people that I've ever supported. That's not something that I want to do. But you feel like sometimes you feel like you've been pulled into a situation that you have to get yourself out of. It don't make you weak. It does not make you weak. It makes you wise. This is a hamster wheel. A hamster wheel. And then listen, this is what I want to understand. How can you devastate and how can you win an argument when you using the same reads that the people used when you were over here? How can you be dragging Bam and exposing Bam and what did she say? How did she Meekin and all of that other stuff? Or I'm talking about all of the people that are over there now that were over here. How do you feel like you winning when you using the same reads and the same insults that the ops used when you were over here? How do you feel like you're oh yeah, y'all hit the thumbs up. Thank y'all. Oh, we got 84 and I ain't even asked for no likes at all. And that's the thing. How are you? Oh, I devastated her. I won. You saying the same shit that J4K was saying about Bam for years. How did you win something when you saying the same shit that she been listening to for years? how is that winning? How is that changing anything? How is that, innovative? I don't get it. I don't understand it. And how and triple, how is talking about somebody's vagina all the time? How is that a read? How is that a I won and I silenced her? How did you silence me when you have 3 people in your chat unless you talking about me? Like, it just does not make sense, the things that y'all say. It's just it's she reads her chat and girl, I cannot. I'm just mind blown. It's kind of like these delusions. Oh, I silenced her and I won and I shut her down and I shut her up. Like, how could Bitch Boy win against me when he using my mother's beautiful image? And I've seen his mama. Stop it. Stop it. It's crazy. It's crazy. But y'all, I'm getting ready to do they get drunk? And then what's interesting about that is that they keep on saying that they don't want to do this. Or she keeps on saying he's done, he's done, he's done. He don't want to do it. He don't want to do it. He don't want to say it. She knows how he looked. I'm going to say this before I go. Rashid knows how he looked on these YouTube streets. Rashid knows how that stuff affected their real lives. I don't know if they care or if they don't. I don't know if YouTube is more important to them and than their family is and all of that kind of stuff. I heard that woman say that she would get her son, her 16-year-old son, to beat up a man on YouTube. And then you get mad about somebody bringing your child into the stuff when you bringing your own kids into the stuff. You brought your own husband into the stuff. You did things on social media that gave people ammunition to talk about you forever. You gave people ammunition to think about you in a way forever. And you come out here and call other people whores and all of this stuff, and then people have this information about you and you're a whole married woman. You say things like, oh, your girlfriend was reaching out to this guy on YouTube. Talk about that. Talk about that. You're a married woman. JJ and his girlfriend is boyfriend and girlfriend right now, or fiance and fiancés right now. They're engaged right now. They have no children together. They didn't have that history. Like, you have to look at things in totality, and then you have to understand that, like, certain reads are not going to work. Certain areas that you go and trying to look like you tough and like you're winning, it makes you look crazy. But the people around you aren't going to tell you that because they don't really fuck with you. And somebody that would like, if Bam got out here, or if somebody that I cared about got out here and they was looking crazy and doing all, I would talk to them behind the scenes like, girl, please don't do that, because it makes things look a certain way. And like, you saying this, and they could turn around and say that. That's what I would try to do. I don't know if it would be, received, but that's what I would try to do. But I'm going to help you and Triple and she and the others over there too, the ones that used to be over here that I refuse to say their names anymore. I refuse. You know, I'm going to do this for you and Sheed and Triple. Y'all can have it as far as I'm concerned. You can be over there talking shit about me and making it about me over there with the J4Kers and all of that weird shit all you want. You will not get no visceral reactions from me ever, ever again on this motherfucker. You just won't. Just won't. Listen, Samantha, it's not even support. It's not even real. It's not real. These people see exactly what they saw last year when they was dragging them. They just like the fact that they dragging me or dragging Bam or dragging everybody that's dealing with each other, right? They still see each other the same damn way. I'm telling you, because you don't forget. And that's why people go back to it. Look at what happened recently. You say that you messing with somebody, but the moment that you get mad at them, you start dragging them with everything that's been said about them by the ops. You don't really mess with people. You just faking it until you make it. You faking it until you get out. And it's because you have histories with these people and they've drugged you or they've doxed you. They put your information out here. They called you stupid. They called you ugly. They made you feel some type of way that you will never forget. That's why I say forgiveness is possible. You can forgive somebody, but forgetting is impossible. It's an unattainable thing. God didn't design our brains to forget. It's abnormal to forget. It's called dementia. It's called Alzheimer's. It's called brain trauma. When you forget stuff, that means it's something wrong with your brain. You said it just happened yesterday. It happened yesterday with who? Oh, don't say no names. Never mind. Never mind. I'll probably find out behind the scenes. I don't I don't even know. But you can't forget. So the very time that something comes up, you gonna remember, oh, what did this person do to me? Oh, remember when you did X, Y, and Z to me? And that's why you this, and that's why you that. And it's generally gonna be what the people that see you for what you are saying about you already. So yeah. And that's why I'm saying, like, Joy has never doxed me. I don't have that visceral reaction when it comes to Joy. I have more of a visceral reaction, and those are things that I just refuse to let go of. And when, and no shade, I'm just talking about what actually happened, Anaya and Rashid. Like when Anaya says that I wouldn't talk to her behind the scenes and I wouldn't communicate with her and I wouldn't do certain things. It was certain things that I felt that I wanted to let go of, but I still didn't trust. It didn't mean that I wanted smoke with Anaya or I disliked her. I wanted to let those things go, but my need to protect myself, seeing the way that she would communicate with other people and how many people that she communicated with, it just wasn't a safe, she wasn't a safe person to have a conversation with for me. That was just my personal experience. Even though I didn't hate you, didn't think of you like, and had forgiven you. You said I never forgave you for what you did to me and you doxing me and stuff like that. No, I've forgiven you. I just never forgot it. You know what I'm saying? I have forgiven you. So it is what it is. And that's all I really want to say, you know. Now I hope y'all do find y'all perfect peace. I really do. All of you. Every single one of you that I rocked with. You know, I wish the best for you and your families and all of that kind of stuff. I don't wish the hatred and the vitriol that y'all have for me. I don't have that level of hatred for anybody. I refuse to allow y'all to have rent that kind of space in my brain. I just can't do it. So, you know, that's and the thing about it is, I bet you it's certain conversations that aren't being had. I could talk to Spencer and Jill and Star. I could talk to my moderators about anything. I haven't, like, for all of these years, I've had these relationships with these people and separate and together, and I feel like if they asked me, I could tell them and it wouldn't get back to YouTube. I feel like that about them. You know what I'm saying? I could talk to Bam. I haven't heard what I've said to Bam repeated. It's certain people and you know, Mika, truth is, and I feel like I gained because I didn't have Mika and I didn't have truth is before all of this stuff happens. It's like remember when I told y'all about that journal though? I'm about to start crying now. Remember when I told y'all about that journal? And I said I asked God for certain things. I asked, God to put good people in my life and like guide my judgment and like let me see people for who they are and not for who I want them to be. Because you could care about people. You could be somebody's best friend and they be your worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? And that is true in life. Like for real, because you can wish and want the best for somebody, and all along you'll never know though. All along they can be plotting your downfall. You understand me? And that needs to be revealed. But with revelation can come healing too. And with revelation can come growth. It can come change and all of this stuff. You have to look at certain things as blessings and lessons. When certain people were removed from my life for whatever reason, and I'm not only talking about YouTube, I'm talking like globally. When certain people are removed from your life, it seems like the creator will come in and put other people or make you realize that other people that you should have been paying more attention to and been focused on were your true supporters and were your true friends. You understand what I'm saying? You gain a new clarity for what's valuable to you, and you learn to trust and respect the right people. and not give your trust and respect to the wrong people. Pain can actually cause you greater pleasure in the long run. And I hate to say it like that. Sometimes you have to go through something in order to build something better. And I hope that that's what's the case for them too. I hope that not only has that been the case for me, I hope that in the long run that that's the case for everybody that has moved on, that they found their, what feeds them and what makes them happy and what provides that true freedom for them. That's what I hope for everybody. And people can say, "Oh no, that's not how she feels." Nobody can tell you how you feel either. Nobody can tell you how you feel. The only thing that you can do is express your true feelings about something and let it ride. You can't worry about whether or not people believe you, or whether or not they want to change the way you feel, or whether or not they believe in your path. The only thing that you can do is live your path the way the Most High intended you to live it. You, just you. So that's all I wanted to say. Keep on saying that. Like, sitting back saying, yes. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm sitting back and I'm actually paying more attention to the things that I want to pay attention to. Like the drama and the mess. I ain't gonna be watching a lot of this stuff. And the reason that I'm not is because I'm not saying that I'm the strongest person on the planet, because I'm not. And I do have a tendency to react to certain things that I hear, especially if you hear lies about yourself or somebody that you care about. You have to protect your peace by not ingesting the poison that causes you to react in a certain way. You can't blame anybody else for your actions either. You have to take responsibility for your own actions. That's why I can't stand when these mofos be out here talking about, oh, UP's commentary may I don't feel close to this person anymore because of UP's commentary. Girl, bye. You cannot tell me that the voice of one person can change your whole path in life. Then you weren't on the right path in the first place. If the voice of one person on the internet, one person that you say is evil or you don't like them anyway, why would your opposition change your opinion about your whole life? Your whole life. Hold on. Yeah. So you say you noticing the ones that can't keep certain people. Girl, burn. It's kind of like it's a lot of people that can't keep certain people. Everybody, you know what? The thing about it is that I don't understand is why people make everything about one person. That means that that one person is the most powerful person in your psyche. How do you make everything in your whole life's existence about one person? Especially if that person is not in your life, not on in your real life, not living in your home, not affecting you financially, not affecting you. It's mind blowing to me. Mind blowing. Shoot, baby. Mm. I don't even understand it. I don't understand it, but I think it's just because, like, I think some people force people to see themselves. Some voices force people to look at themselves. I know certain people on here force me to look at myself. Um some of my moderators, they force me to look at myself. Certain people like the Cheryls of the world, hey Cheryl, the Blues of the world. Certain people force you to look at yourself and look at your actions and stuff. And even you know, just but I can't allow somebody that I don't trust and that I don't fuck with to like make me look at myself in a negative way. How could I take, and this is no shade, But how can you take like spiritual advice or like religious advice or anything like that, or something that's meant or designed to elevate you? How can you take that kind of advice from somebody who's attacking you or has been attacking you, or who has doxed you? Or why would you give that person that level of power over your life? That's something that I don't understand. That's something that I can't get in. I can't even trust somebody like that. And if I'm going to look for change in my life, I have to um because everybody needs advice every now and then, but you have to get advice from those people that you trust. Why would you trust the advice or trust the words of somebody that's attacking you and dragging you and doxing you and doing all of that weird stuff? Or even in your real life, why would you trust the advice of somebody? Baby, burn, you better say it. You better say it, because Q did what she should do. She's working on her life, her real life, and she's focused on the Most High. She's not focused on that brings her down. She's more focused on that lifts her up. Lifts her up. When you start focusing on the stuff that lifts you up, your life starts to change. It starts to change. And the people that needed your energy, because even if you're not responding but you paying attention to it, hey Jasmine, be safe driving, Jasmine. Happy Monday to you too. But if you're focused, even if you're not responding to it, if you're listening to it, if you're paying attention to it, you're ingesting it. It's negatively affecting your psyche, which is in turn negatively affecting your life, right? So, because you're listening to it and you're ingesting it, you're paying attention to it. But listen, that energy knows that you're listening to it, because you're going to, even though you're not responding to it or reacting to it with your words, you might be responding to it and reacting to it in a subliminal way. If you don't see it, you can't react to it. If you don't hear it, you can't even give that energy to let that enemy know that you done got into my head. Your actions are not going to reflect what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not paying attention to it. And then their commentary is not going to match what you're doing. Your life is going to be moving in a whole nother direction, and their commentary is going to be focused on the evil, the negative, and the wrong. That's why I wish people like JJ would just move on. And even though you've stepped on a lot of toes out here on YouTube, if you move on and you change your life, that's for you. That's not for nobody else on YouTube. It's not for anybody else. So you see these titles. Girl, baby, you better pay attention. It's a lot of that going on. It's a lot of change coming, honey. A lot of change coming. And then it's a lot of things that are just going to stay the same. And that's when you know that that's where those people absolutely want to be. That's not where they want to be. That's who they are. Like on the inside. That's who they are. Yeah. So y'all, I'm about to get on. Y'all better stop it. You see these titles in. Yeah, and people do get tired. They get tired of hearing the same old thing. Like you come out with positive stuff and people criticize you. Oh, you're trying to be positive and you're being fake and you're doing this and you're doing that. But when you out here dragging somebody and everything, they have a problem with that. That just goes to show that it's hatred. The hatred is for you. Just for you. That's when you have to decide to do what's best for you and ignore the naysayers. But y'all, I'm about to get out of here. 2 hours and 18 minutes. I said I was going to be on this mug for 30 minutes. I know I got to get on the road. So they are already starting to listen. Listen, Samantha. Let them hoes fight. That's all I can say. Ain't got nothing to do with me anymore. Even if they mention my name. Listen, this is what I want to request. If my name is mentioned, don't text me. Because I'm probably going to want to go and see, like I did this weekend. I'm probably going to want to go and see. I'm going to want to check it out. And then it's going to be in my head and I might subliminally address it in a live stream that I'm trying to be positive in, or in a live stream that I'm even being messy in, but ain't got nothing to do with them. You understand what I'm saying? I'm still human. I'm still Nia. I'm going to do my commentary the way that I want to do my commentary. I'm just not going to give the people that want me to make it about them. I'm not going to give them what they want, because in my life it's never been about you, ever. And that's the truth. So y'all, thank y'all so much. I love you guys. Listen, I'll see y'all in a couple of days. I'm gonna try to post a video. Y'all, I couldn't even sleep last night. I'm gonna post a couple of videos to show y'all a little bit more of where we are, and maybe where we're going too. I might do some recording when we go to Texas. So I'll let y'all know though. Depends. It really depends on how much I share, because I'm really in protection mode. Gotta shift in protection mode when it comes to my peace. Gotta focus on that. So y'all have a blessed and beautiful rest of y'all day, okay? And y'all be safe out here on these YouTube streets, but even more, be safe and have love and life in your real life, okay? Bye, guys.